What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Ron back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, I hope you subscribe. Today, we are going to be discussing the high value man topic. This is actually something that I want to have a discussion about. So, if you are watching this, if you're one of my female detractors, which I'm sure there are plenty that watch, otherwise I wouldn't be getting the amount of dislikes that I see. We're gonna have I'm gonna have a smoke show about this Friday night. So if even if you're a male detractor, which is kind of weird till this day, I still don't understand it, but regardless, nonetheless, man, if you have something to speak on a topic, we are going to be discussing that tomorrow night. And I am going to name it, do only 6 and 7 figure earners, should only 6 and 7 figure earners get married? And it's going to be kind of related to this video, as you see from the post that I just showed you guys. This is one of the reasons why women, in my opinion, complain about men so much. And I forgot who, and this has stuck with me to this day, and I say it all the time on my channel, and I can't remember who I got this from. But women only complain about the men that they want. They only complain about the men that they want. That's the reason why we give women who hate on passport bros such a hard time, because why are you still talking about us if you don't want us? But generally, women complain about the type of men that they want, or the type of men that they know that are good for them. So typically, when you hear women complaining about men, these are the men that they're typically complaining about. The men that has a lot of options. The men that most women desire, the men that most women want, the man that fits in a small, very small pool of men in this country. And these next two clips I'm going to show you, you're going to see exactly why women have so much frustration about this. But I think I may have a few solutions, and we're going to debunk this. All right. But don't forget, Friday night, we're gonna have a longer, more in-depth discussion about this. All right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next clip.
Here's a little fun fact. There are more women on this planet than men. In the United States, we have about a quarter of our population in jail. Another quarter of our population identifies as LGBTQ. So with that being said, it is a shortage out here. It is a shortage of available good out here. So for all you that think you deserve your own, like your own personal, like that's only yours. Like, okay, it's some women that do, but are you that? Like, what do you bring to the table and make you think you deserve your own? And it's a shortage. Sis, grow up. You gonna have to share that. That's our.
I mean, you can get mad all you want, but she said it, not me. I mean, even though I've tried to tell y'all this all the time. Ladies, y'all have always outnumbered men. What in your right? See, and this is one of the reasons why I've always said, or been, how can I put this? That's why I've always been on a, polygamy bandwagon. Especially now, because with the U.S. economy being what it is, would it really hurt to have 3 incomes? Bring your money together for about a year or two, save up, invest in something, then put yourself in a position where y'all might grow a business together, or maybe not all three of you have to work. You know what I mean? And there's always somebody at home taking care of home. I'm like, I've thrown this idea up in the air, man, but what goes over a lot of guys' head when I mention this is, oh man, I don't want to, one female is hard enough to deal with. I don't want to deal with two. Quit looking at it from just the female perspective. Because when I bring it up, first thing people think about is sex. No, I'm actually thinking about the economic advantages that you have of having three incomes. How much more affordable things would be. Because three people can live under one roof. So bam, you saving some more money right there. See, and this is one of the I guess this is like one of the curses of being really, really good at math, is because I tend to look at things in terms of numbers. In some cases, I tend to do that first versus, oh damn, now you got to deal with an extra woman, and now I'm not looking at it like that. I'm literally looking at it from an economic standpoint, and that's it. But because of all the other factors, that tends to go over a lot of people's head. But I'm like, dude, we're dealing with a crazy inflation in the United States right now. Crazy. Like, man, I just went grocery shopping last week, damn near spent $100, and I didn't really come back with a whole lot. Now I'm like, now imagine if I would have took that same $100 and spent it in Vietnam or Thailand or Philippines. Imagine how much groceries I would have came back with. I'm like, just putting things in perspective, you guys, man. All right. Now, this next clip is what really did it for me, man, because women ain't gonna like this next one. I'm letting y'all know, y'all been pre-warned. Y'all are not gonna like this next clip, but it makes a lot of sense why these caliber of men don't want to commit. Check this out.
There's too many simps.
Yes, but the reason there are simps is because most men struggle because the standards are so high. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy. The standards have become very high,
right?
So most men don't qualify. So you have a huge number of men who are quite desperate because they're not getting anything. So then they feel the only way they can get anything is by throwing whatever money they have to women for their minuscule attention. That elevates the women in the economy, which makes their standards even higher for the kind of man that they want.
Okay, cool. Women have set their standards super high, but I feel like if I was a man who didn't reach those standards, I would do everything in my power to better myself and reach those standards.
I agree with you, but then what happens is, if that man then breaks into that pool of men who have a lot of options, he's going to be like, I worked my fucking arse off to get here. There's no way that you're not sharing me. I worked my arse off to get to the point that I can have a level of abundance. 90% of you didn't want me before, now 85% of you want me now. And one of you want me to be exclusive to you? No. Guys who actually make it to the point that they have a lot of options, they're like, I love you, babe, but you're gonna have to share me because I worked my ass off to be in this position.
Look at homegirl's reaction. Beautiful girl, but look at her reaction, bruh. It was so easy to say, oh, then, well, see, and this is what all women do. See, women are so quick to give men a hard time when we tell y'all to choose better. But then on the flip side, y'all are so quick to just say, just become better. But then what y'all fail to realize is that what he just described is what a lot of men do once they get to that level. I had to bust my ass just to get you to even give me a time of day. And now you think I'm going to be exclusive to you when you wouldn't even give me the time of day or look my way before I got to this level? Ladies, this is why Kevin Samuels told y'all it's better to meet a guy on the way up versus once he's made it to the finish line. Because let me tell you something about men. When those type of men who busted their ass to get to that point see women like y'all waiting at the finish line for them, what they're thinking is, this woman doesn't care about who I am, my personality, morals, any of that. She's strictly here for the lifestyle. She's not here for the person. That's what men think when they see women like y'all. That's what men are thinking. And that's why those men have no trouble using you and discarding you. Because essentially that's what you're there for. That's why you're waiting at the finish line for. Because if you wasn't there just to use him for what he provides, then you would have dealt with that kind of man before he got to that level in the first place. See how easy math is? Jesus Christ, man. Like, 2 + 2 = 4. You can't expect these men to bust their ass to meet your standard and then think that they're only gonna deal with you. When most of y'all want a man who reaches these standards that are virtually unrealistic. Only a small percentage of men. And hell, you could argue that even if they were to get in this small pool, they're still going to have deficiencies anywhere in other places. Like a man, okay, I'm 5'7". You know that in order for me to have the equivalent pool of a guy that's 6 foot and successful, I have to make damn near $500,000 a year to be on in order for me to be on an equal level playing field from a 6 foot guy that's successful. Me being my height, I gotta make about $300,000-$400,000 a year. That's crazy. So you think, and that's not easy to do consistently. So you think if I ever got to a point where I was making over $250,000 a year, you think I'm gonna be with just one woman? This is why I would much rather take my chances now with what I make now and just find a woman overseas. Because there is no way in hell I'm gonna bust my ass to make that kind of money in the United States and not be a total asshole. When I know none of these women probably wouldn't give me the time of day if I was broke. None of these women wouldn't give me the time of day if I was making the average salary. No. So ladies, this is a product of y'all raising the standard. Y'all have basically priced yourself out of the market to the point where there's really no incentive. On top of the fact that you've strayed away from traditional gender roles so much that, like, what's the incentive for a man who even can provide you that kind of lifestyle? Those men are getting dragged through divorce court. So there's even less incentive because you're the one with all the incentive to break up the marriage. Ladies, y'all, this is self-sabotage. Y'all shooting yourselves in the foot. And y'all don't hold the leverage. There's far more of y'all than there are men. And then there's even more of y'all versus these caliber of men. So it doesn't make sense for you to sit over here and say you're the prize and you should compete for me when most of y'all want them and there's a smaller percentage of them versus y'all. It doesn't add up. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, man. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hitting that bell notification. That way I know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm, helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description and pinned in the comments. And don't forget, you guys, tomorrow night, we are going to have a smoke show about this topic. I want to go more in depth about this, all right? So until the next video, y'all, deuces.